Before we start, I have a few disclaimers. If you don't care, you can skip to this timestamp. But I wanted to explain some things that some people were confused about in the comments. So, it has a formula. What I'm doing is I'm describing how you know the character, your general read on your personality, and then finally how you play. A lot of people are like, why are you just saying everyone's a fan of something? I'm reading how you know the character, because I find that interesting. And then also, being called gay is not an insult. It's Pride Month. You're gonna get called gay in this video. I'm sorry. But not. Okay, so if you're an Emma Frost main, I'm going to bet you didn't really know the character. Like, maybe you knew of her, maybe you saw her in the old X-Men movies, but most of the Marvel Rivals players in general I've spoken to didn't know she existed. One of my friends went, ooh, a tank with ice powers. And I was like, no. And then I'm also probably gonna guess that you are a man that's gay or straight or in between, you know, or you are a woman that likes women. Now, if you say, oh, I'm a straight woman, there's an anime gay quiz in the description. Take it again, answer honestly this time. Also, like, the way you play, I've noticed a lot of Emma Frost mains are very DPS-y with it, but do protect their teams. Now, if you're like me, you really wanted to play Vanguard. I swear, you wanted to help out, but none of them clicked until Emma. So yeah, I never played Vanguard until the new toy came out. I'm so sorry. I tried. I recorded it a week of playing Doctor Strange. It was so bad I didn't release it. Or you were a Vanguard main and you were excited to see a hot woman playable. So here's the thing. You knew of him from the Fantastic Four movies. I mean, there were so many of them. And it seems a lot of them kind of enjoyed the comics and a lot of his in-comic arcs. So I think if you're Thing main, there's a good chance you know a little bit more about him than the average person. You probably enjoy memes and are a rather casual person. I haven't met a Thing main that is yelling slurs at people yet. Most of them tend to be pretty chill guys. I like having a Thing on my team because they tend to be protective. Sometimes they overextend and they get a little too clobbering time with it. But generally, they just they cause chaos, they're chill. Yeah, if you're a Thing main, I think you're on my good side. Okay, moving on to the DPSs. If you are Human Torch main, I'm gonna say with most of the Fantastic Four, pretty much everyone here, you knew him from all the Fantastic Four movies, but you didn't really know about his character outside of that. And you give off the vibe of that guy who flirts with all of his guy friends. Even if you're a chick, you kind of just get, or other, you just give off that vibe. You're very chaotic, but you're funny. But I'm gonna say this with love. You see that Monster Energy drink right next to your desk? Yeah, I need you to put that away. Your heart is begging you. Also, I know that you clicked on this video to hear about yourself and you're gonna leave. Leave a like at least. Comment flame on or something. So Mr. Fantastic mains. I'm going to say with Mr. Fantastic, you're gonna be the same as the rest of the Fantastic Four where you know them from the movies, but you're either a really chill person and you maybe have a partner with a matching wedding skin and it's really cute, you're really nice to chat with, you're maybe a little smart, and you're just a really, really chill guy. Or you live in your mom's basement and you have never heard of a shower. And I noticed a lot of Mr. Fantastic mains are pretty good or they're not at all at the game. And if you're good, I love you. You tend to protect me from the magic that is trying to fucking spawn camp me, and you do the job. You work like the mini tank you are, and you protect your team while also bashing people's heads in. Or you're not great, which is okay. Usually you're learning. I mean, the character is considered B tier anyway. Please just kind of look behind you at the supports every once in a while, just with love. Okay. Moving on to the supports, if you're an Invisible Woman main, you knew of her cool moments in the comics, you kind of knew she's considered the strongest of the Fantastic Four, but, I noticed a lot of people don't really read too much into the comics. Maybe you did, But if you're one of those people who's like, oh yeah, she cheated on Reed with T'Challa and Namor, then you probably didn't actually read the comics. But if you do play an Invisible Woman, you're a girl's girl, even if you aren't a girl. Like, every Invisible Woman I've met is so nice, and I love you. Even when you're a kill-hungry bastard. There's a high chance that if you have a wedding skin with someone, you're a cutie. You're really nice, you, like, protect your team. Or, if you have the malice skin, you will curb stomp the weird amount of people with the N-word in their name. You are doing amazing. I love you. Keep on healing, bestie. I kind of already covered how you play, but man, Invisible Woman mains work their asses off. They're always just chugging along, and sometimes it's a horror game when you're running around invisible in the enemy backline. And I'm not saying this just because I'm an Invisible Woman main. Genuinely, I love having a Sue on my team. So you're an Ultron main. You probably knew him from the movies. Maybe if you're like a diehard Ultron fan, you knew him from other stuff. But most people will only know him from the MCU. You are either someone who has been forced to solo support enough times that you've snapped and now you're only playing Mantis or this guy, and you're DPSing as much as possible. Your team will get their heals, but you will get your rage put out onto the enemy team. Or you have never touched support in your life and you're playing with the new toy, which I will not be upset about, but please consider picking up Jeff too. I'm so tired of 4 DPS teams. It can work, I know, but most of my teams do not have the skill to pull it off, including me. Because he's so new, it's a little tough to gauge your general personality, but I'm gonna say you're someone who likes to be useful to the team, but has a little bit of a power fantasy. Like, you know he's not that great of a DPS, but you like playing the healer that feels like he should be a DPS. And as such, your playstyle is very DPS-y. You will stick your little drone on a dude and you'll help out when you see someone's health low, but most of the time you're in the front shooting people in the head. Okay, this was a shorter video, but I've been wanting to make this for a while because people were requesting the Fantastic Four before they were even out. So now we had 6 people. I can make a quick little video about this. I hope you enjoyed. If I was wrong, let me know. Otherwise, maybe you should like start an argument with me in the comments, or like and subscribe, because I'm trying to make this my job. Maybe I've been struggling to put time into it recently because I do work full-time and I have school. But if you did some engagement, it would help me justify putting more time into this. But anyway, have a lovely, lovely day.